everybody and welcome to the Hotel Playa Olid. We stayed in a one-bedroom apartment and this is the room tour. So our room is room number 1312. I'll just quickly show you outside the front of the hotel. So you've got more rooms along here, you've got the fire escape at the end. Lovely views overlooking the mountains. There's a little supermarket literally just opposite and one downstairs. Got beautiful views outside, and then over there you've got views down towards the beach and the sea. When it's clear like it was this morning, you can see the island that's over there. I think it's La Gomera. It could be La Palma, but I think it's La Gomera. Stairs down, just next to our door, and a lift as well. But absolutely stunning views off the front there. Right, so back to the room. So the room number is 1312. 1 is the building number, 3 is the floor number, and then 12 is the actual room, the door. So coming in, you've got quite a big sort of lobby area. I'll just close the door a bit just to get rid of some of the noise. You've got big floor length mirror there, which is very helpful, obviously getting ready on an evening. And you've got a cupboard here, which we've used this one for Paige's cupboard. It's quite a lot of hanging space. There is a safe at the bottom, but you do have to hire a key from reception to do that. Please ignore the mess of Paige's wardrobe. And you've got some hanging space there and a shelf at the top. Panning to the left is the main bedroom. So in here there is a ceiling fan. You've got light switches on either side of the bed, plus some storage underneath. A phone on one side, and you've got this light here that goes around sort of the bed frame. And the beds are 2 singles pushed together. And for anybody that's wondering, our suitcases are under the bed, so they do fit. This is a window out. I'll just quickly show you. So that overlooks the balcony and the main road. We haven't really been woken up too much by the noise coming from the road. The noise normally starts at about 8:30, 9, which is not bad for us. You've also got quite a lot of light switches here. So one controls the ceiling fan and the ceiling light. The other 2 control this and the light that goes around the bed. And there is also plug sockets on either side of the bed, which is really good. Again, there's storage underneath there. The only thing that I can say about the room is our curtain is broke at the top. We did mention it to the maids that came round because they opened it and we struggled to sort of get it closed again, but nobody's been to fix it. But we've managed to just wedge it shut ourselves, so we've just left it, to be honest. Keeping it dark keeps the heat out anyway. And you've also got aircon. Now the aircon we've just left on permanent. It's not the best aircon. However, we did take off the front panel of one of them because they don't seem to be great and the filters are completely blocked. So I think that's probably why. If we were here in the summer months, it's currently February, so the temperature every day has been between sort of 21, 24 degrees. So I haven't really needed to use the aircon all that much. But if we're here in the summer months, that probably would have been an issue. And you've got a sliding door wardrobe. So one side has got shelves. Putting clothes on, shoes, bags, hair dryers, straighteners, sunglasses, etc. And the other side is hanging space with the shelf going across the top. We find you never get enough hangers, so we do always sort of bring our own. So if you think that looks like there's a lot of hangers in there, some of these wooden ones and certainly the plastic ones are actually our own. And you've got the main light switch just as you enter, which is just the main light. coming back through here, you've got the bathroom, which I think is a decent size. A lot of space underneath if you do want to store anything down there, plus a little bin. You've got your sink, glasses, obviously you put your toothpaste, toothbrushes and things in, and you've got a lot of storage space across the bench there. Plus, I'll just stand back so you can see, you've got this massive mirror that goes across the whole of the back. Not to mention you get a hairdryer, which is not actually bad. It's got 2 settings on it, so that's the first milder setting, and then it's actually got 3 settings on it. That's the medium setting, and then the high setting. So it's actually not bad for a hotel hairdryer. I do find most of them aren't great, but there is ample storage, I think, across here. The shower, it's quite a large shower cubicle. Again, you do get a lot of water coming out of the shower, unfortunately, and I think at one point you probably had some sort of sliding door here because the opening is quite big. So we have getting puddles of water here every time we've been in the shower. One thing I would say about the facilities is that you've got hand soap, but it's in the shower, which is a bit odd, and you don't get any next to the sink. You also don't get any sort of little bottles or on the wall shampoo and conditioners or body wash, which I find that you do get in most all-inclusives or even self-catering hotels. And we did have to buy our own hand soap for here. I thought that was a bit odd, just with the hand soap being in the shower. Obviously, first couple of days, every time we needed to wash our hands, we were getting hand soap from there. So we decided to just go and buy a bar of soap. So if you come in here, just let you know, you're probably going to need to bring some hand soap from home. Right, now coming into here, this is the main living area. As you can see, it's quite a good size. It's quite clean and neat and spacious. That is Paige's bed, so if you do need 3 beds, this is what you would get. The couch also does pull out into a bed, so if you have 2 kids, I don't know, maybe they'll give you 1 bed and then the other bed will just be on the couch. Obviously a little coffee table. You've got a little dressing area there, which could have done with a bit of a mirror, to be honest. We've all been fighting over the 2 mirrors on an evening, the one in the bathroom and the one in the hall to get ready. And you've got the TV there as well, which is quite small compared to the size of the room. And it's only got sort of basic channels, BBC One, BBC Two, ITV and Channel 4, I believe, is all it has. You've got a little fixed dining table with 4 chairs and a little kitchen area. So generally, when you're staying all-inclusive, I've never had a full kitchen area before in an all-inclusive hotel, so I think that the hotel used to maybe be self-catering and they've switched to all-inclusive. I'm not sure if you have a self-catering option, to be honest. It's just when we booked it, it automatically came up as all-inclusive. But you do get quite a lot of storage. So first of all, you get your microwave, your 2-plate hob, your kettle, fridge, and the fridge does come with a little ice box at the top there. The fridge is on wheels, which is a little bit odd, but anyway. And you've got your sink. Now again, you don't get any washing up facilities, so we had to buy these. The little supermarket actually just downstairs from the hotel sold these 3 items in a pack for about €2, which I thought was pretty good, so we just picked up them to wash various cups, plates, whatever. The kettle is included with the hotel. However, you don't get any milk, tea, coffee, no facilities to make your own drinks. However, obviously there is various bars and cafes in the hotel where you can go and get coffee and soft drinks and water throughout the day most times. You've got a little extractor hood up there as well, and you've got storage cupboards we filled with some food items. You've got pots and pans as well if you did want to cook anything for yourself. You've I've got various bits of cutlery and cooking utensils. One lonely little chopping board in that very big drawer. That's just the bin, nothing exciting. And then up there is the little drying rack where you put everything that you've washed, so plates, cups, whatever. And that just drips down from the bottom there into the sink. And that's just another little cupboard. The plates and cups were originally in there, but we've just, while we've been using them, we've left them in the drying rack, and then we've just filled that with our own tea, coffee, various medications and whatnot. So in here there's also an aircon unit. It's got the same problem. It doesn't it's not very powerful, and we do think it's because the air filters are completely blocked. If you there is a turbo mode, so you've got the remote control over here for the air cons. If you lift that out, you actually just slide the panel down. You've got all of the controls, and this does control both of them. You have got a turbo function, however that only comes on for about 5 minutes. And then they turn off. We've checked the timer settings and everything like that, and I don't think it's that. I think it's just because the filters are blocked. But we haven't really needed them. It hasn't been hot enough to really warrant having to have the aircon. You do get 2 lamps as well, just that one there, the small one, and then the tall one in the corner, and you get a ceiling light. So there's ample light in here. It's quite cosy on a night as well when you have one of the lamps on. We've been leaving one on, so when we come back on a night, we've got one of the little lamps on, and it's really cosy. Paige has been leaving one on while she's been sleeping. She doesn't like to sleep in the dark. Just at the bottom of Paige's bed, there is another little plug socket there where she's been able to charge her phone on the floor on an evening. And then there's 2 over there underneath the TV. So again, you can plug chargers in, or one of them's got the lamp plugged in, hair dryers, straighteners, whatever you like, and a little seat for the little dressing table area. Paige has mainly been using that to do her nails and things on an evening before we go out. Now, this is the balcony. Again, it's not a bad sized balcony. We've had much smaller. The doors completely pull back. You can pull back all the curtains as well, and the curtains in this one do work. They're not half falling down like they are in our room. You only get 2 chairs though, which I think is a bit, we do find this across most hotels, and it's probably just a small fault, but if you're paying nigh on full price for 3 people, you get 3 beds, 3 towels, but you normally only get 2 chairs on the balcony. And I think, well, you know, if Paige wanted to sit out with us, I mean, I suppose she could use that chair, but I just think if you're paying for 3 people, you should have full facilities across the board for 3 people to be able to use things at the same time. You've got your little drying rack there, and like I said, it is quite a decent sized balcony. We didn't pay extras for any sort of good views, so our views are not great, although you can kind of see the sea there. And then there's a little seating area just below us. And then over to the left, we've got a partial pool view. So that's the main pool that we've been sitting at most days, and we tend to get a seat just along the top here because that's where the pool bar is. And then obviously you can see a little bit of the mountains just up there as well. You do get sun on this balcony first thing on a morning, just sort of a slither of it just across here, which has been quite nice. We've been coming out and standing here in the morning, just getting 10 minutes of sun with our sort of morning cup of tea and coffee, and that's been quite pleasant while Paige has still been asleep. Show you the room from this angle so you can see. But I think we have been quite pleasantly surprised with the size of the room. It is very big and spacious. We've certainly stayed in much smaller studios. It's probably cost around about the same price or not much less. The beds have been very comfortable. The shower, the power of it is really good. It gets very hot, so that's been a pleasant experience, having a nice hot shower to get rinsed off in the evening. The couch is not overly comfortable, unfortunately, but we've hardly been on it. We come in, as you can see, we have a cup of tea before we get ready for the evening, We normally have a cup of tea in bed on a morning, so we haven't really sat on it then, and Paige has normally been either sitting on our bed or at the dining table or the little dressing table. But yeah, again, I think the space is really good. The price we paid for the hotel, so it was £2,200 for the three of us, February half term, all inclusive, for 8 nights, and we did upgrade to the 1-bedroom apartment. So I think the price that we've paid, considering it was half term and it was 8 nights, I don't think is too bad, to be honest. We normally stay in the El Duque, which is generally about £1,800 to £1,900 in a 1 bed, but it's not as big as this, and it is self-catering. So for the extra couple of £100, we've probably saved a few extra hundred just in the drinks, and a few evening meals that we've had. But yeah, overall, I think it's a really good hotel. I think we would definitely stay here again. We do have quite a few other places in Tenerife that we want to stay. We are actually coming back to Tenerife in August, although we're going to be staying in the Las Americas area as opposed to Costa Adeje. But yeah, I would definitely recommend it. We have enjoyed our time here. Unfortunately, it has been our last day today. We don't want to go home. But yeah, any questions, please pop them in the comments box below. I'm happy to answer any questions you might have about the hotel if you're looking to book. We are very close to 1,000 subscribers at the minute. It is the 28th of February, and we would love to hit the 1,000 very, very soon. So if you have enjoyed this video, if you have found it useful, please give us a like, subscribe to our channel, and we have much more content coming throughout the year. But thanks very much for watching today, and like I said, any comments, just drop them below.